done yet, Ivy? I told you that thing with the flowers wasn't my fault. You know it, I know it.
You should have watered them. You said you would water them.
Can you ever take anything Selena says seriously? I like how Selena's necklace can't make up its mind here if it wants to be up or down.
If you get me in there, I'll get your plant. Deal?
See what I mean? We all know what Catwoman's intentions are, and I freaking love it. You can actually go back in there, and they actually have some unique dialogue.
I told you to go.
Come on, Pam, it's me. I told you I'd find your plants.
You're lucky I haven't expanded the spores in your lungs to choke you to death. Leave. Now.
Exploded? Nah, someone fired a rocket at it. You know who was in it? I think it was Vicky Vale, you know, the reporter. Cool. Never liked the bitch. Well, you're in luck then. If she crashed down in Arkham City, she's either dead or soon to be dead. You got anything to eat? Sorry, man. I'm out. This place is turning to hell.
Wow, lots of these inmates really don't like Vicky Vale. Also, I just love that line read there.
Well, you're in luck then.
Rumor is Batman's sick, just like the Joker. Yeah, one of the guys saw him earlier and said his face looked like crap.
Batman's? Do you think it's catching? Are we all gonna get it too?
Nah, at least I don't think so.
You sure about that? You don't look too good either.
I'm fine. I've always looked like this. My mom says that's what makes me special.
Sure, buddy, whatever makes you sleep at night. It is interesting, though, how the henchmen are starting to catch that Batman's not at his 100% like he usually is. Some of these guys are smarter than we give them credit for. You'll think they're just mindless muscle, but clearly they're picking up things others might miss.
Affirmative.
Set up a perimeter. Protect the entrance.
I love how the entrance is literally just a manhole. Yeah, definitely not suspicious at all, right?
Really? You'd think these people would have learned by now. Hopefully the keys are down there, deep in the pockets of those tiger guards.
Why did she say it like that? Coin and the third star for that comment.
Protocol 10 will commence in 10 minutes.
I could totally just picture Hugo just chilling at his desk, eyes glued to the clock, just casually tapping his finger, counting down the seconds like it's the microwave timer ticking down like he's waiting for his Hot Pocket to be done. I really love how Catwoman pickpockets the guards. It feels so much different than usual Predator mode. In this scenario, one wrong move and you have to start all over. It creates such a tense atmosphere, building up perfectly for what's to come with the Tiger Guards. The anticipation really adds to the thrill of the moment. If you take a little too long, Catwoman will eventually nag the player to get moving.
What are you waiting for, Selena? You've got the keys. Get your ass to the control room and open that vault. What's wrong with you, Selena? Trying to leave without retrieving your precious loot from Strange's vault. I've got the key cards. Next stop, open the vault from the control room.
What's going on?
Someone's opening the vault.
Is this a drill?
Catwoman was so excited that she T-posed just for a quick second. Nice little detail that the cameras are in real time and we can see the guards moving around in them.
I don't like this. You think it's Batman?
I hope not. We've got special orders for him. With any luck, it's just some Arkham scum trying to get rich. We can have a little fun with them.
What kind of fun? You can totally tell he smiled when he said that line. Not gonna put in a coin since that was just pure creepy.
This is Tiger 5-4. We have confirmation that target is in the steel mill. I repeat, Batman is in the steel mill.
Good. Make it our first target. Protocol 10 will wipe both the Batman and the Joker from this Earth.
Target is set.
Then let Protocol 10 commence.
Understood. Commencing in 3, 2, 1.
Dang, Hugo doesn't do the rest of the countdown? That's interesting. I guess this Tiger Guard 54 is special.
That's what makes me special.
I guess the food is valuable in Arkham City since some of it is in the vault. I know, that's Ivy's plant right there and you can get some unique dialogue of Catwoman smashing and stepping on it, but I want to pay Ivy another visit later, and you'll see why when I do the side mission.
It appears we have caught our intruder. Teach her a lesson. Oh, tonight just keeps getting better. Batman will soon be dead, and now I have you too, Kyle.
Strange is a little excited about Catwoman being there, so I'm gonna put a coin in the thirst jar. He does look like more of a cat person, if you know what I mean.
All units, we have visual confirmation. The steel mill is hit. Batman is down. I repeat, Batman is down.
Good. Wait until Protocol 10 has completed, then send out a squad to retrieve the Batman's body.
Gosh, Strange is such a creepy villain in this franchise. We all know he wants to see what's inside Batman's body. He seriously needs to be one of the main antagonists in a film. Matt Reeves, get on this, please. We have seen enough of the Joker. Do some underrated baddies, please.
You can do it. Just walk right out of here and leave him. It's easy. You'll never forgive yourself, Selina. Save Batman, then get out of here. It's not like he'll die. It's Batman, right?
Really nice small character moment for Catwoman. We all know she's a great kind of hero, and the fact that we get to make the decision for her is a great touch. Also, really nice touch on the floor. It indicates red is the wrong way to go and green is the right way. Easy to miss. And right here, it kind of shows you what the city will become if you continue down this path you choose. It's almost as the same atmosphere as the night that Bruce's parents died. Great game design here.
Joker's won. I can't believe I'm saying this, but he's won. There's nothing we can do. Bruce is dead. He's gone. They're all gone. If you can hear this, send help, please.
That's really interesting that's Oracle talking here and not Alfred or Robin. I really like how we get a sneak peek of what will happen if Joker does win at the end of the day. And we'll see more of this nightmare in Arkham Knight. Great story beat. You can briefly see the sun is out when the rewind happens, maybe indicating that there are brighter days ahead if you choose the correct path this time. When I was little playing this always made me mad. Can't she just kick the door open like she did before, or throw them in the vent, then hide them in the sewer after the plants close the vault? I know it's a game, but I always think about this when I play this part. Really nice of Rocksteady to let us fast travel here, since it would probably be a bit hard for Catwoman to travel during Protocol 10. It could have been cool to see it from her perspective, but I think they wanted us to have the shock factor while being Batman, so that's understandable.
Figured you could use my help.
You're right. I think I chipped a nail back there.
You stick with the brooding. I'll handle the wisecracks. I guess we both know what Protocol 10 is now, right? If you're planning on stopping it, you need to hurry.
It's really sad when this couple has so much more chemistry in this little scene than the other chick does in the entire game. Some unique dialogue when you try to open the door here.
Talia needs my help. I need to find her now.
Oracle. Strange is launching missile strikes on Arkham City from Wonder Tower. You shut this place down. Joker's taken Talia. I'm going after them.
You can't. Hundreds will be killed. I need your help to stop the attack.
He'll kill Talia.
You need to think this through. Batman can't let all these people die.
My tracker's not activating. Reroute all Wayne Tech satellites to boost the signal.
I can't do that. I realize it is difficult, Sam. But you need to decide if one life is worth sacrificing to save 1,000.
Don't do this, Alfred.
Batman must save Gotham. I'm sorry, but deep down, you know I'm right.
Oracle, do not lose Talia's signal.
Okay, the tower's locked down. No way in without the codes. One of the choppers will be carrying the master control program. I just need to find that chopper.
This is just a cherry on top of my frustrations with this forced love story. Batman is trying to save Talia over the thousands of lives in Arkham City, and yet it feels so flat and forced. As I mentioned in part 4, which you can watch right here, their love story feels like a joke. We don't see any build-up between them, and we don't really understand what they mean to each other in this game. I know a lot of you comment and pointed to the comics and the Batman animated series and say, well, they're clearly in love there, and sure, depending on your point of view, I get that. But from an outside perspective, the writing in this game is just flat. This realization hit me when one of my roommates played this game for the first time years ago, and more recently, my fiance finally played this a few weeks back. Both of them had the same reaction. Who the hell is this chick? They both have the same knowledge of Batman, but for a lot of new players, this is their first experience with these characters in this world. From that point of view, yeah, this writing doesn't work here. And once again, if this game had given us more of this relationship before moments, like maybe showing us Talia left us some voicemails, kind of like what Joker does, or showing us the more emotional depth early on, like I talked about in part 4, it would have made the scene far more impactful. We understand why Bruce is willing to risk everything for her, but no, we don't get any of that. And honestly, that's what makes the scene feel so forced. It's just frustrating because this could have really been a powerful moment for Bruce. A moment where we could truly feel torn, where we could have empathized with his internal struggle between his love for Talia and Alfred's reminder that Batman needs to save Gotham. But alas, it's all wishful thinking. I do want to stress that this is purely my opinion. If you buy into their love story, that's totally fine. But I wanted to offer a perspective that lots of fans may overlook. That's my job as an overanalyzer. I have to take perspectives from both an inside and outside perspective to make these points. Pretty scary to see Protocol 10 take place and witness all the devastation happening. Trying your best not to get noticed by the helicopters is pretty intense, and I find it a bit fun and stressful during this part. I was trying to see if any of the inmates, like Freeze or people in the church, would comment on Protocol 10, but unfortunately, they don't. Freeze does, however, comment that if you haven't found Nora yet, he just gets pissed.
I knew you were lying. My wife will die. You will be to blame. You said you would find my beautiful Nora. I should not have trusted you.
You can find, however, some of the inmates hiding underground in the tunnels, with some endearing comments for Batman.
Sorry, station's closed. What are you gonna do now? Hey, here's an idea. Why don't you go back up top?
Targets are all hit. Casualties in Sector 1 are topping 100.
You're not welcome down here. Hell, you're not welcome anywhere.
I've got the code. I'm heading to Wonder Tower.
Good. You're doing the right thing. The code should let you enter via the guard room near the main gate.
Don't lose Talia's signal. When I'm finished in the tower, I'm going after her. She doesn't know Joker. She's out of her depth. I need to save her.
Am I the only one who wishes Batman was a bit more focused on this mission? I feel like he treats stopping Protocol 10 as more of a chore, so his dad will let him go hang out with his girlfriend sooner. I know he's worried about her, and that's fair, and I honestly get that, but this just doesn't feel like the real Batman we know and love, in my opinion at least. Also, nice little detail that his cape is going crazy with the helicopter's airflow going on.
Please don't do it again!
Escaped new inmates. They were headed for the underground tunnel system.
Excellent work. Hold them in processing. We will let you know when we are ready to move them down to the execution chamber.
Affirmative, Command.
Help us! Please! Someone!
My stomach just drops to my feet when Hugo says execution chamber, and the innocent prisoners are screaming for someone to help them. It just makes you feel so uncomfortable. They did a really great job setting up Hugo as such a lunatic in this game, until they ruin it.
Stop right there, Batman. We need to talk. And I know you wouldn't be able to live with yourself if your actions caused this poor man to die. I have a question for you. Before my arrival, this city was drowning under a tidal flood. Have you ever considered that all this is your fault? Your presence creates these animals. Like germs, they spread. You created the environment that allowed the germ to mutate, to become stronger. Look at the Joker. Would he even exist if not for you? It must be depressing. All your sacrifices, and yet you are the one to blame. Oh, this is beautiful. We have at long last defeated the great Batman. Soon, I will take my rightful place at my master's side. We will rule over this world. So thank you, Batman, for all your help. Now, kill him.
Stop it.
Ah, Hugo, my sweet, sweet Hugo. You were truly the perfect villain, and honestly, probably the best antagonist in the series until you said, my master. Why couldn't they just leave you as the crazy man you are and make you succumb to your madness? I'll talk more about this later when we get to that scene, but nevertheless, great monologue that he gives. It has a lot of truth in it and really makes you think. Freaking love it.
So, you failed to live up to his expectations. How predictable.
Don't ruin this for me, Hugo. Let me enjoy this, damn it.
Did you see that? He took them all down.
A pointless effort, Dark Knight. You cannot stop the inevitable. I will rain down fire and brimstone on these animals.
Sorry, I know we shouldn't have, but it's chaos in there.
Strange is killing everyone he sent in here. He calls it Protocol 10.
What do you want us to do?
Wait here. I'm going after Strange.
You will follow the rules of Arkham.
I like how these guys are amazed at first and completely become scared of him after witnessing all that.
It's you.
I told you I'd be back.
Well, you took your time. It's crazy back there. First Joker's men came down here and started setting up camp. I did what you said and hid, but
What happened?
there were guards. You know, the ones that work for Strange. They came down and started killing everyone. It was a bloodbath.
It sounds like Strange is trying to cover his tracks. You seem to be good at hiding, Doctor. Stay here and do it again. I'll deal with the guards in that room.
I have a little feeling that this poor intern is gonna give her 2 weeks notice here soon.
We move into the final stage of Protocol 10. I would like to congratulate all Tiger forces on this wonderful achievement. As I look at the screens in front of me, I can see that we are rapidly approaching fatalities of 22%. My projections show that within 3 hours, every single inmate of Arkham City will be dead, and Protocol 10 will move into Stage 2. By the end of the month, new camps in Keystone and Metropolis will open, each modeled after Arkham City. You should all be proud of your part in this. We are the solution this world needs. We are the future.
Where have we heard that line before?
Witness the future of Gotham City.
It's not the exact line, but it feels familiar to the announcer we heard earlier for Wonder City. Even though I really despise the reveal for who the Master is, at least there's a bit of foreshadowing to it.
Months of training and still you fail to beat the Batman. This is unacceptable.
He's writing a letter to HR right now, making sure they get on a training plan or something. Little nice detail that Batman's shoe prints leave a trail in the elevator.
Think you are doing, Wayne? You cannot stop me. I have won. Within the hour, every single piece of criminal scum will burn. And then I will turn my attention to your allies. I will march to Wayne Manor. I will drag your faithful butler through the streets of Gotham, and I will make him tell the world how you have failed. My Arkham City experiment is a success, and you will kneel before me, begging for your life.
When I heard him say he'll bring the best dad into this, ooh, Hugo, you just made this personal. Also, what is with the villains making Batman beg for his life? Is this some weird kink they all have in common? Like, Scarecrow kinda mentions this in Night, Riddler does too, he probably dreams about it, and Hugo just mentioned it here. I know it's to show power, maybe, but I guess it's something for them to think about later when they get their alone time.
The door opens. Kill anyone in the elevator.
What if it's one of us?
It's not. Control says that it's Batman.
Nice. Locked and loaded. Open the doors.
Fire! Elevator clear.
You sure? Check again.
It's empty. We're good.
Understood. Hold this position. Cover all access routes.
Months of training really paid off, huh, Hugo? Kind of a cool detail we get to see inside the walls from here. Nice little thinking spot.
Talk to me.
Like lovers do?
Refocus your attacks on the museum. I want Cobblepot's fortress leveled.
Affirmative, Professor Strange.
I find it interesting that he said Professor Strange and not Sir. Just caught me off guard a bit. I really enjoy climbing Wonder Tower. It's a bit of a parallel to the beginning where we were climbing up the Ace Chemical building to get our suit, and now it's to get the bad guy.
Target is not destroyed.
Oh, very disappointing. Prepare to fire again. I want that museum gone, Captain.
You're running out of time. Strange is killing everyone in that place.
I'm nearly at the top. I'll stop him.
I know. How did he ever manage all this? He's killed hundreds of people, and he's got full authorization from the city. It's insane.
He's working with someone. I intend to find out who the moment I stop Protocol 10.
Oh, now you care what's going on. Probably since Hugo got personal earlier. I'm joking, for the record. I guess Oracle can read his mind too, since Batman isn't moving his mouth when he's talking.
Work together. Do not allow him to defeat you.
Love this detail. In the beginning here, we can see that Strange is walking slowly with confidence and cockiness. But after Batman takes out the majority of his men, he starts to panic and walk faster, clearly becoming worried that Batman may stop him. Also, I don't know why, I just love that you can see his beard on the scanner.
Batman's over there. I know you are there.
Really now? There's a reason they call you Professor, huh? To prove that he's nervous, it says it on the scanner as well. Also, I'm not sure if he's shaking his head at Batman or if it's a nervous tick he has. But either way, it's a nice touch to the scene.
You have not won. You cannot win. I, Hugo Strange, am your successor. I have saved Gotham.
Yeah, that's the most appropriate way to reply to that, I have to say. I just love how he becomes a rag doll here.
Oh yes, more like that, Bat Daddy.
You're finished, Strange.
I have powerful friends, Batman. This is just the beginning. You cannot stop me. Soon I will command forces beyond your comprehension. I have achieved what the great Batman could never do. Gotham will forever thank Hugo Strange!
Your part in this is over, Professor Strange.
Why?
Yes, why did it have to come to this? Alright, so this is the second reason why this game is not my favorite to me. The reveal that Hugo was just a puppet for Ra's. I really hate how they did this. Like I said in part 1 of this series, they set Hugo Strange up perfectly in this game. He was the perfect madman, carrying a lot of the first part of the game and being that bug in your ear, constantly reminding you about the impending doom of Protocol 10. So why in the hell did they have to reveal that he was just Ra's little puppet here? It completely flattens this climax. Ra's presence felt unnecessary, especially considering we already defeated him earlier in the story. It completely takes away the build-up and the threat of Hugo entirely, at least in my opinion. So I'm going to go on a little tangent about what I think they should have done differently in this game. Once again, I'm going to stress that this is just my opinion and what I feel they should have done differently in this story. First, I think they should have completely cut the assassins out of this game. Talia, Ra's, the whole enchilada. Like I've said, Talia and Bruce's relationship is utterly pointless and stupid. Ra's is just a whatever character in this game that I could care less about, and doesn't bring much to the story, other than this part and his blood. I know you're all going to say that Bruce needs his blood to make the cure. Well, they had a lot they could have utilized in this game. Maybe Bruce needed to go to the original source of Titan, so he had to go back to Bane and use his blood. That could have been a cool tie-in to Arkham Asylum. Or maybe he needed animal protein in his blood, so a rematch with Croc. That could have been awesome. Or maybe, just maybe, hear me out, they could use a character that they introduced in the beginning and they barely utilize him. Yeah, Two-Face. Maybe he knew about the illness from Joker and already had the cure made. That could have been an amazing story beat to tie in the gang wars brewing in the background in City. Also, that would expand the relationship of Batman and Two-Face more as well, since apparently they have a great story in Arkham Shadows that I'm excited to see. And I know a lot of you might say that doesn't make any sense, and I'm like, who cares? It's a comic book style video game. A lot of things in this game doesn't make sense in the first place, and they can BS a lot of it, like they did with Ra's blood. They could have done that with pretty much anybody, honestly, other than the age, and just change it somehow. So going back to Hugo's scene, if we cut Ra's out of here, we could have seen Hugo just succumb to his madness. He might realize that he's probably going to jail for the rest of his life, or even get executed, so he slowly begins to lose it in front of Batman. I love it when villains become their own worst enemies and end up being the downfall of their own plans. That would have fit Hugo perfectly in this story, as he spirals out of control. He then tells Computer to execute Protocol 11, which we know destroys all the evidence and, of course, himself. Personally, I think that would have fit the narrative much better than Ra's coming from behind the curtain like the wizard all along. It really falls flat at the finish line for me, and thank God we get the Clayface reveal after this to save this game, honestly. Okay, I just wanted to get that off my chest. Where were we?
He's going to die, Ra's.
Oh, right.
You said I could replace you. This was our vision.
Probably one of the best things in the scene is the reflection in Hugo's glasses, now showing Ra's. Remember in the beginning, Hugo was looking down at Bruce with his reflection, but now he's looking up at Ra's, since he wants to be by his side. The Arkham series really knows how to write good symbolism in their games.
When you came to me with Batman's identity...
I will also admit that I really like how they don't tell us how Hugo found out about Batman's identity. I know he slightly mentions it in the Riddler tapes on how he found out, but there are still a lot of unanswered questions about how he did that exactly. They leave it up to the player and the audience, keeping us guessing on how he might have figured it out. I love when movies, shows, and of course video games do this. It keeps us engaged and makes us come up with our own theories. I'll dive more into this point when we get to the Telltale games, because one of my favorite scenes does this perfectly. It's just chef's kiss, man.
He needs medical attention. Now!
Do as you wish, Detective. He's already dead to me.
You can barely see it, but Ra's does smirk for just a quick second when he said that line. Stone cold killer right here.
Computer, activate Protocol 11.
What are you doing?
Passcode Wayne.
That password was really onto something here.
No!
Get out of there!
No!
I'm not gonna show that full clip because I'm scared I'm gonna get a finger wag from YouTube, but lots of people I've seen online ask why Ra's does that, and it's pretty simple in my opinion. He wanted to kill Batman. Another reason my fiance came up with is maybe he knew he wasn't gonna survive the fall, so he just took the risk hoping to bring Batman down with him. I thought that was an interesting take.
Bruce, are you okay? The tower just exploded.
I noticed.
He still has a sense of humor after all that.
Hello? Is anyone there?
I'll get back to you. Something's come up.
Literally me when I'm pulling up to the drive-thru window to order food when I'm on the phone. A little nice detail that Ra's is dead on the scanner, but could have been interesting if it said unknown.
I need to find her now.
You don't seem to be coming to the movie theater, and I'd hate for...
Oh, Bats, if you only knew what I have planned, you'd just die.
That's interesting that the game makes you go to the last boss fight, and if you ignore it, you just go straight to the death scene.
It's the big opening night, Batman! What's keeping you? Get your cute little ass to the movie theater, now!
Some confirmation here that Clayface is an ass man, since with that comment and the fact that he was just checking out Talia's butt earlier too. Getting a coin and a third star for that one.
See you soon! Bye!
That bye always gets me.
Why are you taking so long, Batman? Oh, hold on. I get it. You want me to off this annoying woman, right? I mean, she does go on a bit with all that I am the great blah blah mystical mumbo jumbo. I'll tell you what, I'll do it. But you owe me, okay?
I'm happy to see someone is catching on to my hints.
Hey, Batman, got any hand warmers? It's kind of cold out here.
I really like the detail that the movie on the screen is the 1963 film The Terror that actually had Jack Nicholson in it, who we all know played the Joker in the 1989's Batman. So fun little trivia there. Also a little hint at the terror we'll witness here soon.
Too late, Batman.
I do like Talia's facial expressions. She is so done with this man.
Give me the cure! But you've already got the cure.
Wait, what? I'm sorry, where did that gun go? She really knocked it out of his hands with her elbow, but we don't see it flying since it cuts to the next shot. Bit of clunky editing there, if you ask me.
Talia, no!
Carlo is quite the actor with the impressive display of pretending to die. It's also easy to miss, but there is no blood when she stabs him. Compare that to when we saw Hugo got stabbed. He's wearing white, so it is more noticeable. But even with that, you're still expecting some blood. It's just a great way to show that this isn't who we expect. I find this really interesting, that longing look Batman gives to Joker's corpse here. It's like he's in denial, struggling to accept that Talia just killed him.
You didn't need to.
Why? You would never do it. You left me no choice.
There's always a choice.
Love that line. It reminds me of the back in the asylum when he says,
Always.
What?
It's over.
Surprise!
Oh, Mr. J, you look perfect.
Ring, ring. So how do you keep a secret from the world's greatest detective? Well, do you know? You stick it right in front of him, right under his long, pointy nose, and wait.
Joker wants you to think he's sick. Then wham! Gotcha. You fell for the old fake Joker gag, Batman.
Such a great scene. We can just see a million thoughts running through Batman's head, trying to understand, since nothing is adding up. I feel like most players are in the same boat right here, putting together the pieces, trying to make sense of all of it, wondering if Joker really is dead, until they slowly pull back the curtain to reveal the truth.
Talia!
I'm sorry, beloved. I didn't know.
Encore!
I guess Joker didn't buy into the Hallmark love story either. Happy I'm not the only one.
More! Bravo!
It was never you.
Not always. Well, sometimes. Confusing, isn't it? I know I'd want to know just what the hell is going on if I were you. Let's just say, at times like these, it's important to keep up appearances. But first, if you would be so kind, hand over my chore.
Damn, it's rare when we see Joker turn super serious like this. It's legitimately scary. Also, kudos to Mark Hamill. That coughing sounds real, and it actually makes you feel like he's really sick. It makes my throat hurt just listening to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, for one night only, standing in for yours truly, I'm doing a damn fine job of it. I give you Clayface.
You weren't even supposed to be in here, Carlo. Why sign up with Joker?
Easy. The role of a lifetime!
One last chance.
Oh, lighten up, Bats. The final act's just starting.
I have no words to say, but this is an incredible reveal, and I think this is one of the best things they did in this game. This is peak writing, in my opinion.
It's a doozy.
I don't know why, but I love how Clayface looks down when Batman throws the freeze blast at him, like he got caught with his fly down. It's really hard to catch, but when you throw the freeze blast, you can see Joker ducking down so he won't get hit. Some quirky animation that I love. I really forgot how much I enjoy the Clayface boss fight. It may be my favorite right after Freeze, but it might change again since we still have a couple more games to go through. It's just so fast-paced and creative. Throwing the freeze blast, making him roll into the explosions, just all around fun. But it gets so much better when he becomes like a slime monster at the bottom floor. Then Batman steals a sword from his back and goes ham on his little creepy clay minions. So awesome. Just a great boss fight to end this game on. You can actually see the cure in his mouth when the scanner's on. Really nice detail. Also, he has no heartbeat apparently, and it says unknown. Another great detail that's easy to miss here in this fight. I don't think oral medication works that fast, but at least it looks like it tastes good judging by that smile. Also, the mark on his face instantly vanished too.
Get out of my way, bats! I've got a date with immortality!
It's kind of cool that the Lazarus pit was right under the movie theater. Also, I love how Joker was just gonna dive into the pit from that height. Guess desperate times call for desperate measures. I love how Batman checks to make sure he's still holding it and shows a bit of relief when he realizes it.
Quick! The cure! What are you waiting for? Come on! I killed your girlfriend, poisoned Gotham in hell. It's not even breakfast. But so what? We all know you'll save me.
Every decision you've ever made ends with death and misery. People die. I stop you. You'll just break out and do it again.
Think of it as a running gag. No! Are you happy now?
Do you want to know something funny? Even after everything you've done, I would have saved you.
That actually is pretty funny.
I've seen many people online saying that Joker pretty much killed himself by doing that, and I agree. But we have to look at it from Joker's perspective. He was literally about to die, and it was an extreme desperation, so he probably was on instinct and tried to forcefully take the cure by stabbing Batman. But that's his downfall. As Batman said, he would have saved him. But we also have to remember, Joker is insane, so there's that argument too. But whatever you think, I believe this is one of the best scenes in the series, not just because of Joker's death, but because Batman stays true to his morals and doesn't kill. He would have saved him. And that's what I love about Batman. He never kills, no matter what. The famous Joker smile. He died with the knowledge that even after all the bad things he's done, Batman still would have saved him. As he said, it was funny to him. He wanted to die smiling, so he forced himself to smile shortly before dying in order to have that expression permanently printed on his face until the very end. Okay, I'm sorry, but I find it really funny that he carries Joker's body out instead of Talia's. Like bros before hoes, am I right? But on a serious note, why is that? Many people say that she got blown up when the Joker blew up the theater, and fair enough, but we don't see her body when that happens. I guess the thugs would have probably attacked Batman if he did so, since they have no idea who she is, so that makes sense. But this is the final nail in the coffin for me in their relationship in the story. They never showed us that they were in love at all. They could have done that right here or at another scene where he went back for her or something. I know they wanted to focus on the importance of the scene, and I'm probably reading way too much into it, but I just wanted to express that because I honestly find this funny now. Regardless, I love this ending, and going back to the parallel of the biblical story of Cain and Abel, carrying his lifeless body mirrors the first scene of the entire Arkham City story, the painting, if you remember, the duality of man. Who will win the duel at the end of the day? We now have our answer. Oh, hey, Gordon, I totally forgot you're in this game, but you do appear a lot in Arkham Origins, so we'll let it slide. I know that Joker sings that song, Only You, during the credits, but I can't play it cause you know why. They play it again in Arkham Knight, so that's a nice tie-in detail to the sequel. So that was Arkham City, the critically acclaimed and award-winning game. It's considered by most fans to be the best in the series, and is often hailed as the pinnacle of the Arkham franchise. While I do agree it's a near-perfect follow-up, I can't say it's my personal favorite in the series. Most of you may think I don't like this game, and you would be correct. I actually love this game. Most of my issues come from the story beats I've already mentioned, but those are my personal opinions. Usually people overlook those because the gameplay is amazing, and I respect that. But for me personally, I enjoy the stories in gaming because they make it more memorable for me, and make me want to come back and relive it. Like I said, I consider this a perfect sequel to Arkham Asylum, and with the time they had, I think they truly succeeded. So I can look past my nitpicks since this game itself is amazing, and I always love replaying it. I know we still have the side missions, the interview tapes, and the DLC to cover, so we still got a lot of time left in Arkham City before moving on to Origins, so don't worry, there's much more content to come from this game. Thank you so much for joining me on this Arkham City journey. Your support and love for the series makes revisiting these games even more special, and I truly appreciate every one of you. How would you rewrite Arkham City? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you want to stay more involved with the community, I post regularly on the community tab about news on Batman media, fun polls, behind the scenes, and much more. So make sure you click that on the bell notification so you don't miss out. Also, why not subscribe and join our Bat family? Us nerds need to stick together. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Stay tuned.